Hey, welcome back. Let's keep working on the procedural generation for our dungeon. So last time we made the main hallway, right? The main dungeon flow, I suppose. On this one, we're gonna make the exit or whatever it is you want to put at the end, like a big treasure chest, woohoo, you win, whatever it is, right? And we're also gonna make side rooms to make stuff more interesting. And I already kind of made some of that just for simplicity's sake and to like save time because you already seen me build the rooms. You don't need to like spend another half an hour watching me build rooms, right? So I made stuff like this. So I turned our one way to the sides, our one way left and one way right, into a three-way. So like this. So now we have a three-way that like we generate the room towards the left, and then we have three choices, either up, down, or left again, right? And it's the same thing for the right. So it's basically the three-way up that we had, but now it's towards the sides instead of just being a closed off thing, right? So now we either get a room, the next path, or we get a dead end, right? And if you get a room, like a side room, where did I put those? Like a room right, for example. It's just an empty room. This is all it is. Right? So now we have side rooms. And there's a lot more we can do with this, but again, I'm trying to keep things simple instead of making like every possible way and every possible shape, whatever. You can play around with these, right? This is just the basic concept. But now we have ways of doing this. And I kind of already coded it in, and I want to show you one of the issues with this kind of stuff. Because we have no safeguards. Like when we're doing the hallway, just the simple hallway that goes in a certain direction, we don't really need safeguards because we weighted it so that it's always going up. So it's never going to like turn in on itself, right? And going to mess up things. But now with the rooms going down, so we're going up, and then if it decides to make a room going down and there's already a room downwards, then it's going to cave in on itself, and that's not good. And I'm going to show you how to go around that. And we're going to kind of like brute force it. Wait, this is already kind of messing up because we're in the wrong scene. Let's go here. And there we go. I'm not sure if you can see this if you're on the phone. Let me zoom in. And there we go. We got to the end. There was nothing. Did we make a room down? I didn't see. No, no room down. Or was there? Oh, there we go. There's a room down. Room towards the side. Well, so far we're being lucky. And it's not caving in. But as you can tell, it's already nicer. Like it's fuller because now he has more rooms. He doesn't just have like the main hallway. I should have made the the timer quicker. I'll make it faster now. Again, we're not really generating. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. See, now here, it caved in on itself. Right? See how it closed off? And this would have been cool if there was a different way to go around this. Like, because we could have gone here and it's like, oh, dead end. Let's go somewhere else. But there's not. So we need to make sure that these situations where the rooms overlap don't happen. And I'll show you how to do that. Right? But first off, let's make the exit. And then we'll fix the rooms. So for the exits, I made this. It's just a room, but it has like a little greenhouse like that. So to signify like, oh, you got to the end. Okay. So that's all I've done. I just modified the room a little bit and I made the exit once. Let's close these for now so I know what I'm doing later. Right. So here, I also adjusted the events Let's make this faster before I forget. I also adjusted the events to be like the left three-way. You can copy these if you want. Like you can study them, but if you manage to make the previous ones, these ones will make sense, right? So you just do the exact same stuff that we already did before. For the three-way up, you do it for the three-way left and three-way down, right? We check. Do we have an up? Yes, so 1. Do we have a down? No. Then yes, then 1. Do we have a left? Yes, then 1. Do we have a right? No, then 0, right? And then you check between 1 and 3 because we have 3 possibilities. If I want to make 4 combinations, I would make it between 1 and 4. If I want to make 5 combinations, I'd make between 1 and 5, right? And make the combinations here. Cool? Right. So now, how do we get to the end? And to get to the end faster, I'm going to bring this down to 5. Like that. So I'm going to close this, copy paste, and I'm going to change this. Instead of being if it's less or equal, I'm going to change it to if it's greater than 5. And now we're going to open it. And then we're not going to have a 4-way at the end because the 4-way is only at the start. So I'm going to disable that one. You just select it and then press D, right? Now for the three-way up, we're going to change the one that says the next room. So for example, the 3-way up, we're going to change this one for the exit up. And then it's a dead end, dead end, dead end. We can even change this one for one of the rooms. So it could be dead end right, but the left is going to be a room left, for example. So room left. Let's add some empty rooms. So dead end up, 3-way left. We're going to change the 3-way left for the exit left. And the right, well, we can change this one for a room on the right. Room right. A room right or room left or whatever, it's basically a dead end, right? But it's a big dead end. You can store stuff in it. And 3-way right, we change for exit on the right. Exit right. And then we can leave these two as dead ends. Yeah, dead end up and dead end left. If you had a room up, just an empty room up. Did I make one? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. We could have put the room up there, right? Let's try this again. So I made it smaller and still it's off screen. Jeez. But there you go. See, because it generated like a bunch of ups in a row. But as you can tell, like we didn't generate a lot of rooms towards the side because I didn't make that many combinations with side rooms. But we already have one room on the side, like at the end. And then we have the exit. Now if I generate again, we have one side room, 2 side rooms, and then the exit. Let's go again. We have a down room. We have 2 down rooms. Then we have a side room, and then the end. See? This is looking so much cooler. So now we have the main hallway, right? Where we can play, and the player needs to like figure out. But then when he gets here, it's like, oh, I wonder what's down here, right? And he gets a couple of treasures. and then he moves on, right? So we keep having stuff like this. But we still need a way to make sure that the. See, this one looks cool, right? Look at that. And we only have a couple of rooms. Like, can you start imagining the possibilities of this? If you make the rooms cooler, right? If you make like big rooms and then or like hallway shapes or like arena shapes or whatever, different kind of shapes that you can put together to make this kind of stuff, right? But we need the safeguards in case the down room decides to like collapse on top like that. There's another one. Look at that. This one, it's a collapsing thing again. So this would make this room, this dungeon impossible. Now, let's fix this. To fix this, we're going to go like this. Uh, let's open both of these. And now, we're going to go back to our scene. And this is going to take a little work. Let's duplicate one of these spawners. And we're going to make a room check. Room check. Let's double click this. Let's edit with Piskel. I want to change the color. Say it makes a difference. Let's make it like that. Grab the paint bucket, change the color. And now I'm going to change between overwrite to new so I don't overwrite the spawners. Not that it matters, right? I'm just making this for like visual clarity. Press OK. And now I'm going to place these on the middle of the rooms. Copy one of these. And this is why we should do this right from the start so we don't give ourselves a bunch of extra work. But now we need to add these to not the exits. Oh, I did make a room up. Look at that. I'm so smart. You know what? Let's do it. Wait, let's open all of these. So, room up, room down, room left, room right. 3 up, 3 left, 3 right. And then the dead ends don't need it. So, let's start here. Room up. I was like so sure of myself. It's like, I didn't make a room up. Are you crazy? We don't use that kind of thing here. Of course you do, you moron. You made it. Right. So we're going to place another one there. So I'm just copy pasting these. I'm putting it more or less in the middle. And again, this is not going to be an exact science. This is just to give you the idea of how things work so that then you can go, oh, that's how how I do it and how I fix it. You know? This is just to give you a little idea, like a eureka moment, like oh my god, it was so simple. Okay, I get it now. I do big game now. Was that all? Yes, that was all. Okay, now we can close all of these. Again, I like, if I'm not using these, I just close them. So I can keep track of what the heck I'm working on at the moment. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to duplicate the room check, and it can be room check 2. That is fine. We're going to open it, edit with Pascal. Oui. And most importantly, we're going to hit, instead of override, we're going to hit new. Gonna change the size, and we're gonna make sure that it says resize canvas content. And we're gonna make this real big. Like, I don't know, 600, 500? Let's try 700. 720. Maybe 720 might be a little too big, but we can always change it back. We're gonna hit apply. Now we're gonna go to our events. And how we're gonna do this? Yeah, dingus, don't close that one. I'm gonna grab an event group, and I'm gonna put the event group here. Call it room check, I suppose. It goes there. I'm going to select it and Shift D to make a sub event. And we're going to make. How did I make this? How did I go about this again? Oh, I think it's like this. I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay? I think it's like this. We're going to add a repeat. Room check. I'm going to put it there. And we're going to put this underneath. So it's a sub event. And we're going to repeat for, we're going to type in instances. And it's the bottom one, the scene instances count object. And we're going to put in our room check here. Room check. The 1, not the 2. Cool. And now on the action side, we don't even need the sub event. Let's get rid of the sub event. I'm being silly. On the action side, we're going to put create object. We're going to create room check 2 at the position of room check 1. Why is this not showing? Yeah, I was typing something wrong, obviously. At room check X, room check Y. I'm going to change one more thing that I forgot. Okay? Okay. Hit OK. Actually, no. Not. I'm going to save myself some trouble. Some time. Good. Center X or center Y, center X. There we go. Create at center X. There we go. Center X, center Y. Press OK. So we create the room check 2 at room check 1's position. Then we hide room check 2. Room check 2. Oh, dearie me. Did I not press down? I did, you crazy computer. Pardon me. And then we delete the room check. I think this is going to work. I hope it does, because I don't want to re-record all of this. But I think this makes sense, right? In fact, I'm going to take away the hide just so I can see the room checks being created. And the last thing that I forgot was this. We're going to open up the room check 2, and we're going to edit the points, and we're going to change the origin point to be the same as the center point, 360. So that way it generates perfectly in the middle of the room check 1, which is in the center of the room. All right, so this way everything gets neatly centered. Cool? Don't let me. There we go. So it's working. Awesome. The room side, I forgot to put it there. Also, there's already 2 of them colliding. Why is that? Why were 2 of them there? Why is there no there? Like everywhere else is working. Let's restart. So it's generating just fine. I think I just misplaced one of them or something. So this one's fine, right? It was the three-way up. That was weird. Correct? But this is fine. This is in the middle. Oh, I know. It's being created on the side because it's being created at 0, 0. Because there's something funky going on. The side rooms, they weren't spawning these, right? Like the room side. Room right, for example. I noticed there was no... Yeah, but there is one there. Okay. Why is... So left spawning just fine. Is it because of the instances? Is there something weird going on with instances? Let's try without the instances. Oh, I know what it is. You know what it is? I'm going to repeat deleting that thing. I think it's with the deleting. Wait. I fix it. Don't worry. I fix it. I'll fix it. It is fine. Right? Because this is deleting all of them. Try adding for each object. There's such an easy way of doing this, and I'm losing like half an hour trying to go about this like the wrong way. Wait. Out of curiosity, I wonder if this works. Room check. I'm just gonna click because last time you weren't being my friend. Okay, this works. I think that making a boolean out of it will be easier, but this works. Okay, cool beans. So basically, we just made a hitbox for the room. So now, if the hitboxes collide, now let's go like this. Let's hide. So hide. Room check. Let's hide room check too. So we create and we hide the hitbox. We can delete it. Don't worry. It doesn't need to like stay there indefinitely. But I'm just gonna make it like this for simplicity's sake and to make sure that everything's working. So we create the check in the middle. And now we make a new event that honestly should just be in here. I'm being an idiot. Don't mind me. Collision. Collision. It's already there. And if room check 2 is in collision with room check 2, then we will delete everything in the scene and then recreate it. But instead of doing that, just to make sure it works, we're going to make just a simple change the scene. And this is going to reset the scene to the entitled scene. There we go. So now, every time the a room down gets created on top of another room, let's do two things. Let's make the timer quicker so we can still see it happening. 0.25. And for the people on the cell phone, let's make it 0.1. 0.1. So every time a room gets built on top of a different room of another room, it's gonna reset. This one's fine. Now it's not happening. Come on, where's the reset? You know, we can't see the end of the thing now. Let's make the thing smaller again. I'm sorry, guys. It's annoying me having to move. 0.05. There we go. Why is it not overlapping now? We should just wait it in. Make it overlap. Come on. Ah, there we go. See? It overlapped and reset. Cool beans. So now we have a safeguard. Is it going to happen again? No. Oh, come on. This is because we have so little combinations that it's being rare to happen. Like, look at this. This is just a straight shot up. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Twice in a row. Cool stuff. Anyways, so I think I've been recording for like an hour again. Oh, there we go. It happened again. So every time the rooms overlap, it's just going to reset. There you go. It reset again. And it's going to keep doing that. So we know that this works. Oh, there we go. 3 in a row. Right. So you get the point. But let's make this properly, right? Before I end the extremely long video, let's make this properly. In the next episode, I'll show you how to make a loading screen. Let's make this make a group called reset group. And then reset group, we're gonna put everything. We're gonna put ultra blue. We're gonna put the spawners, spawn, 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 tile, the end, and the room checks. Whatever. We stick everything in there. Hit apply. And now, instead of changing the scene, oh wait, no, because we're gonna have to like rebuild the original thing, right? Oh, I thought this was gonna be simpler. Copy paste. And we're gonna delete reset group. Reset group. Cool. And we're gonna get rid of this one. So now, oh goody lordy, I thought I was done. I thought this is gonna be the end, but no, work just keeps on coming. Yeah, we need a starter scene. I'm gonna. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna duplicate this one and call this the starter. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna click it to open it, and I'm gonna delete everything, just like so. And then we go here to our scene. We're gonna select everything that's in here. We're gonna cut, and we're gonna go to the starter layout. We're gonna paste. It doesn't really matter where. It could be there. This is fine. Cool. And now we can close all this. This is empty now. And we need to go at the beginning of the scene. Beginning of the scene, we're going to create external layout starter at position 0, out of 0, out of 0. All right, so at the beginning of the scene, we create the external layout with our character and the very first spawners. So after we delete everything, here, after we reset the group, like if these two are in collision, we delete everything from reset group, and then right afterwards, we recreate the very first external layout, which is the external layout where everything starts, or you can call it like the seed, right? Where everything gets built from. And it also has our character. So if I go here, now we have an empty scene, and if I press preview, there you go. And oh, bugger. Wait, there is another complication. It goes like this. We need to create the items first. Then we set the spawners to active. So that's the order. And then we copy that boolean and we repeat the thing here. So after we reset, we recreate the starting layout, and then we reset the very first generation of spawners back to active true. I hope that made sense. Also, I'm sorry if this part was on the webcam like that. Oh man, I wonder how much of this was like obscured by the webcam. So sorry. Oh, this doesn't work. This doesn't work because external layouts take a moment to be created. Man. Well, this is a bit of a conundrum. I think we just need to reset the scene. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to reset the scene for now. Beginning of the scene, we create starter, and then we set the variables active I don't think this is gonna work. I've had issues with stuff like this, with creating external layouts, because creating the external layout takes like a frame or something like that. There we go. See, it was the frame. It takes a frame for external layouts to be created. So we need to add a little like room for it to like reset. So we're going to do the same thing here. We wait like a fraction of a second and do the thing. So now, let's see if we get a reset. Come on. I wonder what the chance of it happening is. There we go. Dude, it resets. I think we just need to reset the scene. Like, it's too small. But there's no spawners. Why is there no spawners? So is it just the beginning of the scene that needs a moment? Yeah, I don't get what's going on. So the moment it gets recreated, the spawners get deleted. Oh, I'm an idiot. Of course you are an idiot. Oh my god. Yes, you are such an idiot. You're such a dingus. At least now you get like an insight to this stuff. So we need to bring this event here. I think. The easier solution is to just reset the scene. And it hiccups again. Why does it hiccup again? I don't get it. It's the same. It's the same delay. It's the exact same delay. I do not get it. So I'd have to think of a better way to go about this. But the easy solution is just reset the scene. Whenever it like collides with itself, if you're doing a dungeon, you're probably making it. Yeah, it's not even working that way. So if you're making a dungeon, you're probably going to make the dungeon in its own scene. So we're going to ignore all of this. And we're just going to make the scene reset, change scene. My god, this video must be hella long. And all because of a silly hiccup. Yeah, I'd have to think better on this. Because it kind of sucks to. We don't even need the delete anymore because we changed the scene. It does suck to like think on the spot with your recording a video. But ideally, you just do this. You just reset anyways, right? Unless your game is running all in one scene, which I doubt, this is fine. Yeah. So we're just going to do like this. We're going to do a scene reset. Honestly, I have no idea. The reason why I'm being trapped into trying to make the scene reset by deleting everything is because so many people try and do it stuff like this. Just use the same scene for everything and anything. See, this was so much easier. There you go. Scene resets, and now it's working. And it also, oh, you know why? Why the other one was also having a hiccup? I just thought of it. See, this is why it's weird thinking on the spot. It's because the variable as well, because we have a variable that's tiling up, tallying up, and once it gets to a certain number, it stops generating to create the exit. But when we delete everything and recreate the rooms, I didn't tell it to reset the variable, right? So the variable just kept going. That's why I didn't create the room. That's also the reason why that fell apart. Resetting the scene just resets everything, right? So this is so much easier. I can if you really want to make everything just be in one scene without resetting the actual scene, I can make it work, right? But this is better, in my opinion. Not only is it easier, but it's just better. Right? But the reason why it was hiccuping before at the end was because I didn't reset the variable. That's the only thing that was missing. And I'm not gonna try it again because otherwise this video is gonna be like 5 hours long. This was supposed to be a small video. Yeah, right. But so far, we have the dungeon. So the next part is going to be populating the dungeon, right? I'm not going to make any more like side rooms or whatever. You get the point. You can be creative with this as much as you want. But the next one, we're going to populate the rooms by creating some objects in them randomly. Okay? So until then, I'm sorry for the really long video. I doubt you watched all the way to the end. If you did, by all means, leave a comment saying, I made it all the way to the end. You're nuts. Okay? Until then, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Till then, peace out.